the BORNO attack. So over the weekend, there was the very, very unfortunate, suicide bombing situation that happened in Goza, local government area of BORNO State, and there were loss of lives, and there were also people that were injured in their numbers. But reacting to that particular situation now, the president has vowed that Nigeria, under his watch, shall not slither into the era of blood, sorrow, tears, and fears. He has also declared that those who carried out wanton violence in the country shall definitely face the wrath of the law, as his government would not allow them to evade justice. All right, and the statement from the president, as given by his spokesman, Chief Ajuri Ngalale, said the cowardly attacks by terrorists and criminal elements were only but an isolated episode. All right, and the statement read, President Bola Tinubu strongly condemns the bomb attacks which resulted in the loss of lives and maiming of other citizens in Goza, and he describes the attack as desperate acts of terror and a clear manifestation of the pressure mounted against terrorists and the success that's been achieved. But then the president has said that his administration is going to take necessary measures to secure citizens, emphasizing that efforts will be redoubled to ensure that those who trouble the nation, dispatching precious lives and disrupting bombing. It's been years, and this time now, this is coming as a major shock to a lot of people. So what do you make of the return of insurgency in the northeastern parts of the country? What does this say about the issue of insecurity across the country and in the north especially? All right, aside from suicide bombing that happened in Borno State, Zamfara has also been going through quite a lot in recent times. Niger State has also been going through quite a lot in recent times. And also we cannot forget what happened in the Plateau, in Plateau State earlier this year as well. Although, internal wranglings and all, but it's still a matter of, insecurity. So what does this say about the issue of insecurity across the country? And also just recently, the story came in as regards the Shagamu-Ijebu road, where about 20 persons were kidnapped yesterday night. People are innocently traveling, and then there you have it. So what about the call for the president to change his team of defense ministers and the NSC and even the service chiefs? This call has been a long time coming, but then the defense ministers, that's the Minister of Defense, the Minister of State for Defense, the National Security Advisor, the service chiefs, that's the Chief of Defense Staff, the
Chief of Army Staff.
Chief of Army Staff, exactly. Those are the people that we're referring to. So, what about the call for the president to change his team, his security team, basically? What should the government do? And now we're generalizing now. Government, the president, at the federal level, the state governors as well. That's the governor now, for example, of Borno State, the governor of Zamfara State. What should they do? Should it also maybe be a regional effort? Should all the governors in different regions come together to see what they can do? All right, in this particular situation, what should the government do at this time as regards, insecurity, especially with the return of, the Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast with this suicide bombing that happened on Sunday? That's the first focal point. The second is as regards the exit of multinationals. The story is on page 22 of Vanguard newspaper, and what we have is that the DG of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Mr. Segun Ajayi-Kadir, has contended that the recent exit of some multinational companies from Nigeria offers a golden opportunity for homegrown manufacturers to thrive in the country with proper government empowerment. And he said that the apparent setback suffered due to the exit of the multinationals could be turned into an opportunity by placing the spotlight on homegrown manufacturers, by government empowering the domestic sector, saying that this is a strong lesson to be learned here. The big ones leaving should make a clear path for the local industries. What do you make of this statement? And do you agree that our local industries can fill the vacuums created by the exit of the multinationals? I was having a conversation with 𝐴𝐴 over the weekend, as regards the fact that multinationals leaving should be some sort of lesson learned by the local industries take advantage of the fact that they are leaving, and let's grow, domestic, manufacturing. And I asked a very simple question as regards the fact that, okay, what lessons can we learn now that was not learned when the likes of VOWS, when the likes of Michelin tires, when the likes of Dunlop, those exactly textile guys, when the likes of those ones left decades ago? What lessons did we not learn then that we can learn now? All right. So that, do you also, what are the things that we can take advantage of as regards this particular situation? Do you agree that local industries can actually fill the vacuums created by the exit of the multinationals? I'll start with Fuad's side, and then we open the phone line.
All right. Stand on the issue of insecurity again. There is a ton of insurgency in the northeast. Of course, where you have suicide bombers. Targeting what you call soft targets. A wedding ceremony, a funeral ceremony. These are innocent people, celebrating their loved ones or probably burying their loved ones, and then you go there to detonate bombs. These are cowards, actually. You have to, sympathize with the families of those that have lost their loved ones, and hope for speedy recovery for those that are still in different hospitals are fighting for their lives. But again, this is a wake-up call, Sandra, for the government and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu particularly. The statement he has issued now, Sandra, this was the statement we had from the former President Buhari for 8 years. He kept making promises. We are going to fight them. We are going to stop it. They cannot try. They are cowards, blah, blah, blah. 8 years. Yes, to a great extent, we can say that, look, we moved from the era of terrible insurgency in the northeast to widespread banditry, kidnapping in the northwest and other parts of the country. But now we have a situation where we are dealing with banditry, kidnapping in the northwest, kidnapping, insecurity in the southeast, in the southwest. Now we have insurgency gradually coming back to the northeast. So it goes to show that, look, it's getting worse under this administration, whether they decide to accept it or not. The fact is the fact. Opinions will differ. Fact will always remain what it is. You cannot contend with facts, Sandra. Something has to be done. Again, let us even look at the security team of the president. The Minister of Defense, Badaru. The Minister of State for Defense, Matawale. The National Security Advisor, Sandra, who is Malam Nuhu Ribadu. Yes, he had a stellar performance as EFCC chairman. But again, the issues of security, national security, I think we need to check again whether he fits that position very well. Whether it's actually a round hole in a round peg in a round hole. You know, when he was appointed, there were concerns.
Yes.
I remember Joseph Folonsho saying that, look, the military hierarchy may not control his demand and instructions, really, because it's going to be alien to them. But look, whether it's alien or not, the reality is that Nigerians are expecting the government to solve their problem when it comes to insecurity. And the president must accept first that there's a problem. You know, in solving a problem, you must first accept there's a problem. You can't continue to live in delusion about the problem and expect that you are going to solve it, or live in denial about it. The presidency and the president must first accept that we're in a more terrible place than when they took over power. At that time, they can now begin to put things in place to solve the problem. But if they continue to live in denial, then we're not getting anywhere. These things are real. The fear is real. The problem is real. It's spreading very, very fast. Sandra, Lagos-Shagamu Expressway. You know, we've had kidnappings on Lagos-Ibadan. Now 20 persons have been kidnapped. Just very close to us there. So it's everywhere. And the government has to accept that there's a problem to be able to solve the problem. I think that, look, he needs to look at this team again. Because the two ministers of defense, what was their record even when they were governors? When it comes to insecurity in their different states. We knew the story of Matawale now. How even a bandit, a known bandit, was banned openly under his watch in Zamfara State. And so that's the Minister of State for Defense. What do you think he will be doing? And I also remember that the Vice President Kashim Shettima, when they were inaugurated, said that, look, it's combination of him and the President will solve the economic problems which he thinks the President has a good handle of. And insecurity, because coming from a ravaged state when it comes to insecurity. Where's that experience now, Sandra? So again, it's looking very bad. We can't talk about solving food insecurity without talking about solving the problem of insecurity. Our farmers can't go to farm. Now we have suicide bombers killing innocent Nigerians. It is not about beautiful statements and speeches or reactionary statements. We want to see the government work the talk, solve this problem, be more proactive and intentional and committed to solving the problem. Remember that the IG said he felt like a lion, a tiger, when he was appointed. How does he now feel? I'm talking about the IG, GP.
The IG, Mr. Cardi.
Remember when he said, I feel like a lion, I feel like a tiger. How does he feel now? Is he still feeling like that?
Yeah.
So it's not about the things you say, but a lot about the things you are able to do. And then for the multinational Sandra, leaving and then the manufacturer thinking it's an opportunity for locals. In an ideal situation, where the government is more intentional and committed to solving problems, maybe. But again, we need to first ask ourselves, why were the multinationals leaving? Okay, why can't we even have a situation where we retain the multinationals and also have the locals also thrive alongside? You understand what I'm saying? Oh, the multinationals do the bigger thing, while the locals are also able to take care of the smaller things. We don't need a situation where people should leave for us. We should be having more, not having people exist. I have said it, the conditions that made the multinationals, who are better funded, who have better management, who have better shock absorbers, the conditions that made them leave, how are you sure the conditions are not still not remaining? And how would that even help the locals to thrive? What made the big masquerade to run away from the market square? Can small masquerade survive it? You understand what I'm saying? What a big masquerade saw that made the masquerade to run away from the market square. Yeah. So all these small masquerade will be able to face it. Have we solved the problem of energy, infrastructure, multiple taxes, overhead costs, and a whole lot of things why these guys have decided to leave? Okay, the void that has been created by SmithKline, that big pharmaceutical company, among these smaller ones, who are the ones that can fill the void? Or the vacuum that was created by that? So we need to tell ourselves the truth. What the government needs to do is to create an enabling environment where people are going to come in, where those that are here will remain here, and then we can also begin to develop the smaller ones, who are the manufacturers locally, not to begin to celebrate the exit of big ones, hoping that the small ones to fill the vacuum. We are deceiving ourselves.
All right. Thank you very much, Said Fuad. Appreciate your contribution to the focal points for the day. Time check right now is 8:56 a.m. and it's time to officially open the phone line for you, our dear listener, to join the conversation this morning. The number to call is 0913 6000 410. 0913 6000 410. That is the number to call. For WhatsApp messages, it's 0913 6000 430. 0913 6000 430. That's for WhatsApp messages. And we're also live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can drop your comments in the live chat section, and we'll take them as the show progresses. So far, Mr. Tʀᴇɪr Aᴊɪṕ has dropped his message on Facebook. Chika Bende, that's Basil Chika, has also dropped his message on Facebook. As the show progresses, of course, we'll take that. So we'll kick things off, of course, with the phone line. Please, you have just 2 minutes, and let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame. Once you get a prompt, it just means please begin to wrap up so we can move on to the next submission from our dear listener. All right, this is Mainland 98.3 FM. You're welcome to Mainland Focus. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Okay. Well, you can always call back. Get that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Sandra Fraud.
Good morning.
My name is Prince Leo of Hobman.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, you refused reading my messages.
Yes.
So let me go back to let me go to our focus this morning. You see, just like Fuad said, if we are serious in fighting insecurity, government, they know exactly what to do. You know, we've been overflowing all these issues. Look at Shagamu interchange road. That little corner, we cannot control insecurity. What is all this? Why our security agencies seem to like they are sleeping? what is happening to us as a nation, as a people, as a cultural human being? Have we lost it? Because when I listen to your news, I bleed from my heart. It doesn't give me hope for tomorrow. Huh? Please, you people should not begin to appeal to the conscience of our leaders. Enough of these, whatever I can call it, playing along the corridor and looking for who is going to vote for them 2027, when nothing is exactly being done and people are being slaughtered every day like chicken. I'm not an animal. Please, I'm so provoked this morning. I don't want to speak. God bless you and bless to us, mankind. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prince Leo Zoma, for sharing your thoughts. Appreciate. 0913 6000 410. That is the number to call. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yeah. Sandra, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm my friend Fuad.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, God bless all of you.
Amen.
Peter Barista, Peter Oku, calling from Mende, Maryland.
You're welcome.
Yeah. On the two issues we are discussing this morning, let me take the one on the manufacturers being an opportunity for Nigerian manufacturers. Like my friend Fuad said, that is the guy who made that statement is the most delusional statement I've ever had. Because the only advantage is going to offer Nigerian manufacturers is that because our corporate governance in this country is almost the worst in the whole world. You know, government officials take a lot of bribe, and that's the major reason why the people, those of foreigners are healthy, because their policies does not accept corporate. I mean, the corporate governance culture is quite different. You know, they forbid giving bribe to government officials, and it's very rampant here. So the guy saying that it's going to be an opportunity, it's not going to be an opportunity. It's only going to offer opportunity for them to government officials to take more pride. And it's not good for our image. We cannot get foreign investors when your image is that bad. You know, then on the issue of security, I think that Mr. TINUBU needs to have a very serious rethink. On the issue of security, you don't talk anyhow, boasting and all that. You know, because the guys they will floor you. They know you are just talking. They say a boaster can do what little. You know, so they will just stop talking. Yes, and walk the talk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pastor Peter Oku. I appreciate your contribution. 0913 600410. That is the number to call to drop your submission. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Fuad, how you doing?
I'm good, sir.
Sandra, how you doing?
Well, Mr. Obi. Good morning.
Oh, we thank God for you. What this issue of kidnapper is getting too much. This insecurity of the night is getting too much. So every day we talk and talk and talk. Even if nobody gives president information, the DSS or the NSA or what they call them, why not the people? They are listening to this radio. This radio, they are listening to it. They can make good things out of it. I don't know. This security is too much. Then when Sokoto, Borno, all his phone wasn't with that bomb. We don't know what is actually happening. Who will help us to beg Mr. President to listen to us? I beg. Who will tell Mr. President? Nothing is. Security is very, very poor in Nigeria. Look at the Shagab now. We are talking this morning again. And nobody. The people they feel concerned. The people in charge of our security, they feel concerned. They need to concern. Oh, Nami go fight, or Nami go do this. if they kill me, my family will not get anything. You know, the thing is, or because of the small salary, the salary is too small, so I should go and die. So, Mr. President, listen to us. Please, Mr. President. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Joe.
Thank you, Mr. I appreciate your contribution. All right, 3 minutes past 9. We have quite a number of messages on WhatsApp. I'll be back to the phone line in a bit. I have here, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. This is Kazim from Ejigbo. The corruption in the civil society, no be beans. When I wanted to exit the system, I was advised to leave quietly without resigning. But I didn't listen. I went on to tender my letter. To cut long story short, I had serious issues with the heads after my resignation. All right, Kazim from Ejigbo, thank you very much. It's a little bit off course, but I think it's tying it to what happened. National Ghost Worker. Good morning, Sandra and Fuhad. The federal government should be up their game in fighting terrorists and other insecurity in Nigeria. Enough of we condemn, we sympathize, coming from the government always. APC in 2015 voted out Goodluck Jonathan, saying he couldn't solve insecurity problems. I ask, has anything changed since then? Rather things are worse, both security and economy-wise. The government should, as a matter of urgency, invite international communities to assist in fighting insecurity, since our security agencies are overwhelmed. If possible, let America be given opportunity to have a military base in the north, if that is what will solve the problem. Let the government stop playing politics with the security of the people in our country. Benjamin from Shogunle sharing that one on WhatsApp. I also have here Sean from Festac. Hi, Milan FM. First of all, the list of terror sponsors sent by Saudi, where is it?
UAE, not Saudi, actually. Okay.
Secondly, the bombings can be linked to what was discussed on political roundtable. It can be an aspect to frustrate the president by some sponsors who plan to unseat him. The main point is that the government needs to directly impact the society positively. A suffering, hungry, suicidal, and vulnerable individual can easily be convinced to go and kill people by brainwashing them that religion, bad governance, ethnicity is the reason for their suffering, and if they do these terrible things, their heaven will be their end, guaranteed. Finally, lack of political will is the reason why terrorism is still ongoing. How can we say we welcome surrendered killers into the society? Repentant. Let's note that this is an ideology and cannot be changed by welcoming killers who know if they kill, all they need is to surrender and their sins are forgiven. No matter the amount of companies that come to Nigeria, if the necessary factors to make an enabling environment are not put in place, they'll run away. And that's Sean from Festac sharing his own thoughts there. Also, our Wilfred from Surulere. The president coming out to say he vows to do this and that is just funny. I'm not one of those gullible and docile Nigerians who will take whatever this government or the president says seriously. No be today we don't hear all this lamba. Sandra, you're asking what the government, the president, or the governors should do. It's simple. All of them should resign and step down because they have absolutely nothing to offer. That's the only solution. Anything short of that, it's all right. Wilfred from Surulere, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts.
Your resignation, man.
It's all right.
Everybody resign.
Let's move on to go back to the phone line. Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Lady Sandra.
Good morning.
Yeah, Oga Fuad, good morning.
Good morning.
As to this
Your name
and
yeah,
where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is 𝐾𝐍 calling from. As to this insecurity, see, Oga Fuad, everything is around corruption. See, there are some people in the police, there are some people in the police on our roadblocks that sample passengers, that sample motorists, you understand, and give these business kidnappers that give them information.
That's huge allegation, Gige Joshua.
I understand.
We have to be careful.
Yeah, I understand, and I know what I'm talking about. They give them information. You know, Oga Fuad, a salary of most of all these officers on the road, their maximum salary is not up to 200,000. Imagine in one kidnapping
situation.
Scheme, they can reimburse you like ₦1 million, And they don't have to relate to all of them. It's just one of just give us, just sample us, protect us. In case these people call upon you here, you understand me? Tell us, give us information. Imagine you promise a policeman, see, if we succeed in this one, we'll get a million naira. They will say, what to wait for you? And as to this issue of multinationals living and all that, see, two of our presidential aspirants, one of them is an importer of a particular beverage. I don't want to mention the name. And the other one is a giant in generator importation. What are we talking about? See, there are some people, they will pretend to love this country, but they are the biggest enemy of this country. They keep importing all these things, and again, they will keep blaming the federal government. Federal government is not doing this. We have to go into production instead of consumption. I beg you.
Thank you, Joshua.
That's right.
I was actually wondering how people importing things addresses the issue of multinationals leaving. Because again, if you are able to create self-sufficiency locally, importation will be a thing of the past. People that are importing things are only filling the vacuum that has been created by you not being able to produce it locally.
So, it's just come from the view that instead of importing, why not have it localized? Why don't we have manufacturers?
It's now the job of the government to create that enabling environment for you to be able to produce it locally, so that at the end of the day, you bring it in, you're going to lose money because the thing is actually available here. It's probably more affordable even here to produce it locally.
I think the best comparison would be the purchase of SUVs, 160 million imported. When we have two local car manufacturers in the country, I think that would have been a best. I'm
just saying that look, people are still going to continue to import. So far, we are not able to produce these things locally.
Hello, good morning.
My sister, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
Ogami Fuad, God bless you.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Peter Monse from Shomolu. You have said everything I would have said, but I can just remind us of some few points. And let me use your word. Nobody is interested or nobody is committed in building the nation. Nobody is committed in securing Nigeria. We just have people who are there to make money, take it abroad, buy land, buy houses, take their children there, and just see Nigeria as a place they make the money and go and waste it abroad. So no one, Ogami, by your word, no one is committed to nation building. Let me tell you, the Yoruba people, I don't know how to put it in Yoruba, but the meaning is that the same cane they use in flocking the first wife is reserved for the second wife. The same cane in the manufacturing sector that was used in flocking the foreign investors, foreign manufacturers, and they left, that same cane is there for the locals, what they are talking about. Maybe so that tomorrow, I'm now buying tea, I just finished taking my listen now. Listen of 10 naira, one packet is now 150. Is that what they are waiting for to make the gain? Let me say something about this insecurity. I don't know, most of the time we talk, we forget. For me, whatever TINUBU is saying about insecurity, he says by moonlight. Because he was here in this country. He heard that they gave Buhari the list of people that are sponsoring or financing terrorism in Nigeria. Even if he was not in power, then now you are in power. Why don't you ask Buhari for that list if he did not give you? And you mention their names and shame them and let the whole world know. Why has he not done that up to today? Why has the TINUBU not asked Gumi that you say when you go to forest to meet the bandits, you go with government officials? Who are those government officials? Name them and let us arrest them. Why is he not doing that? Oh, today, my brother and my sister, you cannot put a fowl in charge of the plate of corn or grain and you say we will not eat it. Today we are putting Shetima of BORNO State, when 𝐴 was we have talked it as the vice president.
All right, thank you, Mr.
And the other man now, security this. I am telling you, we are joking. No government is ready to. They are not serious. They don't want to fight insecurity. They just make noise.
Thank you,
yes, they condemn. They send condolences. Very unfortunate. God will deliver us one day, and they will leave this world one day. I will leave this world one day.
It's all right. Thank you very much. You have to leave the phone line now. 12 minutes past 9.
At least for now.
Now, yes, the phone line. 12 minutes past 9, and you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. We're having a conversation as regards, the BORNO attack insurgency, one way or the other, is back in Borno. Not like it really left, but at least there was some sort of
on respite.
Yes,
least, yeah.
For quite a while, and then over the weekend we're hearing of female teenagers being used for suicide bombing. So let's have a conversation as regards that. And also, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is saying that the exit of multinationals should be an opportunity for local industries. Do you agree? 0913-6000-410, that is the number to call. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Please do well to drop your comments as well on those platforms. We'll read them as the show goes on. We have some messages here on Facebook. I'll just quickly take a few and we'll go back to the phone line. Tochukwu Adele from Abanikoro on Facebook is saying the international civil servants in the Nigeria Civil Service part of it. Well, it's fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Tochukwu Adele. Let's stay focused. All right. Suicide bombing. This is Chika Bende now, still on Facebook. Suicide bombing suddenly resurrected in Borno, like we're back to bad old days when this current Vice President Shettima was at the helm of affairs of that state. Now he's in charge of the Nigeria security, as they made us to understand. I think if the government cannot provide food to the people, they should at least protect Nigerians from these attackers. Enough of this negligence. And that's Chika Bende from Trade Fair, Lagos, sharing that one. I also have here now Tochukwu Adele speaking as regards the focus. The spokesman of the MEN should stop deceiving himself. It is not true that the exit of multinationals have opened opportunities for local manufacturing. Instead, the statement has exposed the inabilities of Nigerian companies to compete. That's another very interesting angle. What are opportunities for them in MEN when for lack of indigenous steel manufacturing in Nigeria, the Nigerian companies will still import steel for refineries, automobile, technological and technical spare parts to power plants and machines in dollars? What happened if the foreign companies refuse to sell these technologies to Nigerians? Won't they fold up and throw the people out of jobs? Dangote Refinery is an example. To build to fail is to build again. Tochukwu Adele Thompson from Obanikoro sharing that one on Facebook. An interesting angle. Also have here good morning. Already from WhatsApp. Yes, we have. All right. We also have here John Bernard Ohi. Good morning, Midland FM. The president was never prepared to tackle security issues. How can he appoint Matawali and Badaru into the defense ministry and still went ahead to appoint a police officer as national security advisor? John Bernard Ohi asking a very interesting question there. We also have Joshua from Oregon is saying, Mr. Fuad, I think these companies leaving this country has given us reasons why they are leaving. So the factors that couldn't allow them to thrive in this environment won't affect the local manufacturers. Some of these people, when they are staged, they talk, people that have much money and resources couldn't survive. And you think these local people, little funds can survive. All right. And that's, Mr. Joshua from Oregon sharing that one. I also have here on WhatsApp, good morning, Midland Radio. My take this morning is about the cash scarcity. It is not part of the conversation, but thank you very much, Alhaji Remi Olisa from Palm Avenue in Mushin sharing his thoughts there. I also have here, the underlying issue is that the right-thinking people reject this combination from the onset because of who Shettima is. You can solve insecurity. You can't solve insecurity with them in government. It's all right. Senior Michael from Ikeja sharing that one. All right. Let's go back to the phone. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's what.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Madam Sandra. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Samuel calling from Ojedubega.
You're welcome.
Yes, Oga Fuad, quickly. Yesterday, you remember I said something. When you appoint people based on compensation, that is what you get at the end of the day. You know, I've been clamoring for this appointment of the Minister of Defense. Since when the president emerged, when he appointed this minister, I've been complaining. How on earth can you appoint Matawali and the other Badaru as the Minister of Defense? And do you know there's one thing that the current president fails to understand? Do you notice that even in all his security apparatus, or let's say in the executive,
there is no anybody that has a military background among all of them. You notice that? And you say you want to fight insecurity. So I don't understand all this kind of thing. You appoint politicians to come and manage your security. So all he's thinking now, the only thing that he's thinking now is about 2027. All these things people are saying, he's not thinking about any insecurity. He's now thinking about 2027. That is why he appoint all those people that surround him are politicians. So he's preparing himself for 2027. And talking about the manufacturer, 𝐽𝐿𝐴, if let me give you this analogy, if a rat that dig a hole that went in a hole that used to stay, and suddenly you see that rat running out of that hole, and he doesn't want to go back inside that hole.
You now want to enter.
Okay, do you know what is chasing that rat out of that hole? It's either there is a snake there or there's something inside that hole. So they should think twice. That person that is making that statement is just playing to the gallery. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is 𝐴LAIWALA.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. You see the issue that happened in Borno State. It's just unfortunate. If you look at the state government and the federal government, they are already taking a full step to eradicating the environment, both of the mental aspect of it, and also contribute to the physical government in the presence of the Borno State. But what happened on that 29 is unfortunate, because I will not say that you may say that is the government are not aware, but the people that have that event that day, they did put a security measure on ground before that thing happened. That is the question to be asked. If you look at the Lagos State there, before you will have an event, you see some bouncer in some event center.
So we have to pay for our own security.
Mr.
𝐴LAIWALA,
are you aware that these are suicide bombers?
Yes, that is why.
You know how difficult it is to identify things like this. Yes.
The reason why I'm saying this thing.
Yes.
Where we are playing individuals, the people that are old, that they have this funeral or have this marriage, that this thing happen. Like now, if I have an event within how the environment is so very fragile, I will put my personal security in place. Okay. So to checkmate people that are coming, so I'll be creating a safety to the people that are invited.
Okay. What kind of security would you use to detect suicide bombers who just move into your family?
Yes, like now, for instance,
yes,
this is an area that we know that the record of within that environment is so very fragile, and we don't have a good record about it. Why we cannot do it in the area that we have one exit and have one entrance? So we put someone there to checkmate all the people that are enter. Yes, if it is only one person that are standing there, that this thing occur. No, this is an issue. Let me put it in this.
No, we see. I'm just telling you your time is.
The reason why I'm saying this thing happened with the woman that they have a child. It happened with the single man, and it happened with the kid again. This is a trick they are using. They're using a trick. And the issue that I'm saying, if you look at it, for the last 2 to 3 months ago, the Borno become more relative peace, and secondly, they are already starting all their ID camps. But the issue on ground yet, individual that want to conduct any party, they are supposed to be having one private sector.
All right, I think 2 minutes is the time frame given to everyone to air their view as regards the focal points of the day. We are talking about insecurity and also exit of multinationals being an opportunity for local industries, says Manufacturers Association of Nigeria at the DG. But this is a wonderful, beautiful country where we pay for everything. We everything.
No, yesterday, Basakori said that look, every individual in Nigeria is a local government.
Yes.
You sink your own bowl to provide potable water.
Exactly. I was going to refer to that.
For education, you have to send your children to private schools because the government schools are near non-existent. For security, you have to look for OPC, whatever, to secure you.
You pay extraordinary amount of money for health care.
So you practically just take care of yourself. Then what then is the job of government?
But what's the benefit of having people
in government?
Why?
Or maybe we should just accept Joseph Olonso's words that look, we have people in government, but we don't have government.
It's all right. Well, this is a country where people have to families of patients in hospitals gather money, put money together to buy fuel so that the hospital can have
at least have power,
so that they can attend to their family members. That is the country we are living in now, and that is also the country where private security outfits are, they are cashing out daily. One of us is here and he knows what I'm talking about.
Again, for Mr. Olayiwola, you see, the environment is different. I guess in his mind, a wedding ceremony is the typical one he has here in Lagos, where it is done in a hall, so you are in charge of who goes in and out. We're talking about locations where things are done in the open. So
probably under a tree.
Under a tree. So you must understand what we're saying. It's not as easy as you want to.
It's just the same way people. A lot of people live in Lagos and
they
should have done this.
These are countries. These are places with ungoverned spaces, large expanse of land.
23 minutes past 9, and you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Welcome to the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Thank you for staying with us. It is to Mainland 98.3 FM, and you're on to Mainland Focus. And the focus for today, we're taking them off the front page of Vanguard, and the first is as regards the BORNO attack, where we had, a suicide bombing happening over the weekend. What do you make of the return of insurgency in the northeastern part of the country? What does this say about the issue of insecurity across the country and in the north especially? Because when we say across the country, just yesterday, about 20 persons were abducted on the Ijebu-Ode-Shagamu road. Very unfortunate one. As they were applying that particular route. So what about the call for the president to change his team of defense ministers and the NSA and even the service chiefs, all of them, everybody that is, related to security one way or the other? What should the government do? The government, generally speaking, federal government, state government, local government, councillors, everybody. What should the government do? And then now we're looking at exit of multinationals. Opportunity for local industries, says manufacturers of Nigeria. Do you agree that our local industries can fill the vacuums created by the exit of the multinationals? Let's have a conversation. The number to call is 0913 6000 410. 0913 6000 410. That is the number to call. For WhatsApp, it's 0913 6000 430. For Facebook, we're live on Facebook at Mainland 98.3 FM. We're live on YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. You have just 2 minutes. Please stick within the time frame. Would appreciate that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, it's Sandra. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Fᴏᴏ.
Good morning,
God bless you.
You're welcome. Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, call to pray for us. That's a very beautiful one.
Yeah, it's the master key.
Happy New Month to you, sir. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Fᴏᴏ. Good morning.
Good
morning,
We
sir.
can hear you.
Yeah, my name is Kolade from Ilupeju.
All right.
You're
Mr.
welcome,
Kolade.
sir.
Okay. In the area of the security, right? It is only prayer for now, because changing. I don't even understand what is really happening in this country. Because if it's now coming down to Ijebu, that means this insurgency are spreading down to the south, and a lot of things need to be done. Ijebu is not far from Lagos State. So I just pray because this thing is getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand. And on the issue of these local manufacturers, I won't lie to you. Most of, not that we Nigerians cannot, for example, not that we cannot produce, but the finishing is our problem. Are we sure that it will not be
That's not from us, but that's very unfortunate. Looking forward to what you have to say.
About
but
the local manufacturers.
We also need to have an understanding as regards the insecurity issue. We didn't have to wait till the Ijebu situation. Some months ago, Bagada here, Bagada here at Charlie Boy, there was also some issues of kidnapping.
Reported cases, yeah.
Reported case, thank you, of kidnapping as well. So it's a serious issue that cuts across everyone, and that's why we're asking: what should the government do? Should it be a collective effort? Maybe every region should come to each region, just like the Southwest. Can we say it's the Southwest that came together and did formed Amotekun, because it's just one or two states that are committed to it.
Lagos was never really active on it. Ogun State, nothing. I think it was majorly Oyo, Ondo, and the part of Osun State. Really, Ekiti, not really.
Not so much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, 0913-6,410. Good morning. Oh, we lost that one. All right, let's take some WhatsApp messages I have here. Hello, Mainland FM. The ugly incident of insecurity that happened in Borno State that claimed so many lives is unfortunate. The most disheartening aspect is that the state happens to be the home state of the vice president, who claimed to be winning the fight on terrorism. I wonder how foreign investors can come into a country that's battling with banditry, kidnapping, and now suicide bombing. On the exit of multinational companies, which some see as an opportunity for local businesses, for goodness sake, let's stop deceiving ourselves. How can local businesses thrive when the government has not provided a good enabling environment, stable power supply, good transport system, and look critically on the issue of double taxation and collection of illegal money by non-state actors? The government should take time to move around and see things for himself so that he can see that Nigerians are suffering. Temitakwe Onotoye from Ijagemo community.
Perfectly put, Temitakwe.
Just reminded me of the Banga situation, where the company said they have to pay for their own. They have to pay. They have
palm oil company. Yeah.
There's a separate money that they set aside, for their own
security.
security.
They pay about 2 billion every year in taxes and 12 billion in taxes, and there's no security. They still have to provide their own security.
Good morning, Sandra and Fuad. Owen from Lagos. On multinationals leaving, we have a situation where multinational companies with deep pockets are leaving the country, and we have a DG trying to see it as an opportunity. With all due respect, where is the enabling environment? And we have a government that's hell-bent on try-your-luck monetary policies. Look at the inflation level. It's obvious they have no idea why the multinational companies are leaving. That's Owen from Lagos. I also have here, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. Now concerning the security challenges, Fuad, you and I knew how Chibok girls were kidnapped during Shetima's reign as governor, and today he's the sitting VP. The fact remains that you can use propaganda to maneuver yourself into power, but you can't use it to better the lives of people. There's no willpower to address these challenges we are facing today from our so-called leader, James from Agbado Junction. Hello, good morning. Please turn down the volume of
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. 𝐽ᴏᴏᴜ here from Ojodu.
You're welcome.
Yeah. For quite unfortunate what happened in Goza. My heart goes out to those who have lost their family. I can understand how much we've tried to fight insurgency so hard, and Goza being the caliphate of Boko Haram and Aliyu Mate and his people from the Mandara Hills, we can understand why they are really hell-bent on going back to the past. Quite unfortunate. If you look at that whole area, you find out that there has been so much laxity because life totally has returned there. Probably the only thing left for them is to get their law and order back, then get some of those areas, get people back in those areas, because a lot of those areas, local governments around Goza and all of that, are still empty, though there are no wars and all of that. But unfortunately, this has hit us. I think we need to do more. We need to also understand that at the base of all this problem, when you look at the Lake Chad area, you find out that Boko Haram and all of them come from the Mandara Hills, as I said earlier, and it's closer to Cameroon. We found our army bombarding them relentlessly and all of that. But these guys never always die. They're always looking for that one opportunity to do that. So I'll continue to say that government needs to find ways to fight poverty, because at the base of all of these things, it sits on poverty.
Because until we are really able to fight that, finally, we probably might be able to defeat insurgents.
Yeah.
Thank you very much and God bless.
And you as
God
well.
bless you.
Thank you very much.
That's the poverty conversation. Sandra.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, sister.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Great professor without research, Koko from Otapam.
Great.
Yes,
I was wondering when people are asking what you can say about insecurity. When I mistakenly bomb some people that are remembering part of Muhammad, that's the same last year. We provide solution of insecurity. One, let Nigerian soldiers use telescope and microscope and see the last color, what he said, and fish them out. The 400 photo of Boko Haram, they should invite Malami to come and tell us people that are voted with insecurity. Insecurity is causing farmers. They are no longer coming for us. I bought the record of this yesterday, 2002. And if they want to exterminate and obstinate and distinguish farmers, so that they will give us the chemical plantain, chemical hewa, chemical beans, chemical garri, chemical pawpaw. That is the plan on the ground. So let them kneel and kneel the insecurity. I cannot travel to my village. I tell you, the second one concerning patterns. Let me tell you how patterns will blow up. If you don't give us contact lights, if you don't give us security, if you don't give us road where Omar told us on the last year, August, he said he is going to use concrete to do federal roads. It's not about that because they do the federal quarters, Lagos to Calabar quarter road that I will refer to as it is going to be for bandits and terrorists.
Thank you very much, Comrade Koboko. I appreciate your contribution, but you know,
you now know why it's the great professor without research.
yes, absolutely without any form of research. That's just a very interesting one. But let's move on now. 09136000410. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
2016, I went to NAFDAC to register a small company.
Good morning, Mr. Femi Jagede. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I just mentioned it, Sandra. Don't bother. Don't waste time. Don't waste it my time.
Okay.
I was at NAFDAC Oshodi to register for about 5 products after my surgeon with NDL for 5-6 years. Just to start something. I had to write something to that to work with me.
Okay.
I was at E4 and I got a land. Let me just cut it short. After I've invested about 60 million, 2003, look at 60 million now. SCM, Stanbic Songo, I'm still owing it. I'm still there. So Amroba came, packed everything away. The vehicles that I bought on loan, everything went away because of just simple security.
Insecurity.
Now, how do you now want to compare me with NDL, with all other big companies that does that stuff? Why would they leave? When most of the things, the materials they use are being imported. How much is $1 to naira? How do you go? How would you pay your staff? I am telling you this because of the expense I had for 2 years as a low ranger. Now look at how to pay the expertise. These people are the one that has the sense. As to how to put it together to give you a premium brand. That is as far that. Security. Number 2, where are you going to get the funds that the bank will not ask you to come with 80%, what do you call it now? I am still paying
equity contribution.
Something. 2016, now as I'm talking to you, I'm a debtor to a bank just to help myself. It's not to feed my mother and my family, but I have about 16, 18 people working with me there. They are still on the road and Congo. That's as for that. In the area of what do you call the second topic now?
Insecurity.
Come. These are the parts of the thing. The gentleman VP said he's going to be in charge of security, and that he said he's going to be in charge of the economy. Half of the two, from a scale of 1 to 10, where you are there now? Money mark. Money mark now.
You do that. I won't do that. I give you the opportunity to do that.
Don't give me until we learn to speak the truth and stand by what no matter which one is God. Good morning to Nigeria.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Fem. That's Mr. Fem Jagede calling from Ogun State and telling us about his business ventures. Hello, good morning.
I tried 300 times.
and on your 301st attempt.
On my 300 times, I put it.
You're welcome.
I'm not doing. Yeah, this Madam worldwide. You see, this security issue. Some time ago, Senator Shehu,
yes,
you know that man is an exceptional national. He will say the key. He don't care. They call him suit wearer. Leave me, I will wear my coat. He said they called northern governors for a meeting to discuss this insecurity. This is not up to 2 months old. To discuss this insecurity in the northern region. I read it on Twitter. He said, do you know that some governors, many of the governors did not come. They send their deputies. Some didn't even send any representatives. So how do you now talk about when the Olori Gogo is not there? Is it the deputy now that will go and be telling them reported speech? That means they are not even taking this insecurity in their region seriously. And no governor, none of them in the north have come out to refute what that guy said. That why did he say so? We all went to Katsina State, Usman Katsina guest house, we were all there. Majority of them did not come. So I might even send a speaker to go and represent them. It's we that are bothering about them. Because somebody said allegedly that these people, when they see security, more security votes are given to them. Probably during the last administration. If this new president going to continue like that, anybody that is, cannot contain insecurity in their place, don't give them security votes again. Maybe they will sit up.
Right.
All right.
Yes, they will sit up.
Thank you, Madam Ishu.
They can't just let people kill because they want to collect money. So to hell with them, they can die and they will give me more money.
All right.
It's not Buhari's administration, this is Tinubu's administration. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Madam Ifi. Time check right now is there about 9:40. They're about 9:40. That's the time now. We have just a very few minutes left to the end of the show, so we wrap things up with some messages that we have here. We have some messages on Facebook. Good morning, mainland. I think the security is more important because what caused the problem we're having today is insecurity. First thing for any government is security. Fails in that, it fails in all. We have experienced this. We have been experiencing this since. It's because their family are not involved. They should try and do something. High cost of goods, inflation, farmers can't go to farm. These are the results we are seeing today. And that's Alabama Ade sharing that one on Facebook. I also have here Benjamin from Mangoro. Okay, Mangoro in Ikeja is saying Tinubu renewed hope have been successfully activated in Ijebu and South, and here promise to deal with them is a joke. In as much as when you commit any crime. Okay, and that's John Benjamin sharing his own thoughts from Mangoro here in Lagos. I will also have here Prince Dan Praise saying, what a dramatic administration. We were made to understand that the old but new national anthem will stop insurgency and corruption. God help us. Good morning. Thank you very much, Prince Dan Praise. I also have Ola Ahmed. Isn't it funny that MAN has suddenly woken up? Same MAN that didn't make case for survival of local entrepreneurship when there were hikes in electricity tariff and transportation, bad road network, etc. It should focus more on why the textile industries is yet to function, let not even say shut down. As long as we are here to address the primary causes of the exit of the multinationals, how much more local manufacturers who doesn't even have funding? All right, and that's Ola Ahmed sharing that one. I also have here still on Facebook Adile Jeremiah Adedamola. It's really unfortunate that nowhere is secure again in this country. December last year I was robbed. I was driving around Agege. Let's say it the street way. Agege in February this year. And again, some boys attacked my car and they also robbed me just last week Monday that I was going to work around Ojota. Some guys also attacked my car, hitting my windows severally until I brought out my wallet and emptied the wallet just to let them leave me.
That happens to me every day, but I don't give them anything.
As I am now, it's to get how to protect myself, as this insecurity is a big deal.
Ojota, it happens to me every day on my way home.
Adele,
You keep banging your glass, threatening to pull down your side mirror, or you don't give them money. But I don't give them.
Unfortunately. Christopher Effiong, good morning all. Insecurity in Borno is rather unfortunate that we found ourselves in this situation again, meaning that APC and President Tinubu government are not paying attention, more permanent attention to these problems. Then what can we as Nigerians? Where's the vice president who reviewed the plan that Sokoto state government wants to dethrone traditional rulers? Now he has no information to Boko Haram invasion. Traditional rulers' life has been more important. Nigerians, we cannot wait for NLC to fight for all Nigerians, but only their workers. Nigerians, get up like Kenyans did. Let's fight these common enemies through peaceful protest. Let's tell Nigerians who care to hear know that President Tinubu's body language has changed. Doesn't care for us, but co-politicians will help him win elections come 2027, and the president know that we will still win. Please, Nigerians, remember to wash your hands with soap and clean water to be free from this cholera pandemic. Yes, as the cholera conversation continues, please do what to ensure that you keep your hands clean. But I learned political roundtable yesterday was a wowzer, and there was one thing Barrister Curtis said as regards peaceful protest. Can we have peaceful protest?
Why not? It's one of the fundamental human rights.
Can you have peaceful protest? Yes. Protest that is peaceful.
The protest can be peaceful. You can move around. You can carry banners. Converge in places. That's peaceful protest.
Ʌᴏᴏᴏ Solomon from Idimo is saying, I will handle security while Tinubu will handle the economy. We have built 21 billion naira apartment for the VP so that it can work well. When I saw Shehu Sani talking about how security has improved compared to Buhari's administration, I laugh at how almost all Nigerian politicians reason. We saw it coming. Economy, 0. Security, 0. Corruption fight, 0. What has improved? Oppression on the high. Self-satisfaction by those in power, the all-time high. Hunger is palpable. What happened to the security summit of a week plus ago up north? They know who are behind all the bombings and insecurity. They should lock themselves inside and decide when they want it to end. Nigerians are not fully tired yet. Expect anything good from this administration at your own peril. The executive, legislators who enjoy whip foot, and the judiciary are all out to finish this country this time. MAN is just joking. And that's Ʌᴏᴏ Solomon from Idimo. Fortunately, that's all we can take for this morning. I sincerely apologize to anyone who dropped a message or called and we couldn't take it. But then, the conversation always continues on Mainland FM. All you have to do is stay tuned. 𝐴̀kpọ̀ẹ́mí Akínyẹ̀dé will be in the Situation Room by 4 p.m. But before you go, by 10 a.m., we'll be back for international stories, the top 3 trending stories in the international world. That's by 10. And then by 10:15, Sage Babalola comes on for Mother and Child. Please stay tuned.